Hey guys, it's Kat, and today I'm going to be doing a mom tag. Got Missy back here, but she's probably going to be playing. Ignore Lee's legs and the change of a location. I actually am kind of digging the lighting other than the glare on my glasses. How old were you when you had your first child? I was 17. What's the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? Being pregnant for 9 months. No, I think the hardest part about being pregnant was I had a lot of scares. I didn't have much of a life while pregnant, so I constantly could focus on like what could be going wrong. So I just had like a lot of anxiety with something going wrong. And I think that's probably the worst part. And just like first time mom fears, not really knowing anything. So that, and I was 17 and pregnant, so there's a lot I could be afraid of with ow! Ow! What could go wrong? But overall, I had a relatively easy pregnancy. I actually documented all of it, so I'll link that in the eye. Can you think of any good things you enjoyed during these 9 months? There's a lot of things. I feel like my health overall was better. There's a lot of health issues, like I didn't really deal with like heartburn or acid reflux or anything, and actually to this day I'm still not, and I used to deal with it pretty bad. And I could enjoy food more. Sounds weird, but like I just didn't have as many eating issues as I used to, like food's upsetting my stomach other than if she didn't like them. And then of course like the normal things, feeling her kick, hearing her heartbeat, stuff like that. And with the 4D pictures that you can get, or 3D, whatever they are, they didn't turn out very well of hers, so I literally didn't know what her face looked like until she was born. Like, I had no idea. In your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? I heard so many different things because every situation in my family was different. My grandma ended up having an emergency C-section with my mom, and then I think most of my relatives were able to go into labor on their own. And before their due date, I had to be induced. So, I don't know. It was very different. The main things I heard were just like, you can set expectations, but don't like be too strict on what you want to happen because there's a good chance it won't go the way you think it will. Would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? Yes, I actually have a video on things I would do differently the next time around, and I will link that in the eye as well. There is so much I would do differently, and if I could redo all of it, there's a lot I would do differently, just like from first pregnancy, but stuff second time around I wouldn't do anyways. The video will explain it more. What would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? Have a good support system as far as when you go into labor, not people that are gonna sleep the whole time. Well, also know what you want your support system to be like, which can be kind of hard because I feel like I didn't know until it was like time, and I just didn't really voice it because I couldn't think because like the pain, and it happened pretty suddenly. I was like joking about it like hurting a little bit and being uncomfortable, and then like really quickly it got painful, especially after they broke my water. I'm pretty sure they broke my water, and not too long after I got the epidural because I was like, I can't do this. But also don't psych yourself out about stuff, and make sure what you want with your labor, like say you want to avoid a C-section at all costs, like most people want to, make sure your doctor's on board with that. But if you're about to have a baby, it might be a little pushing it to switch. That's probably something to figure out at the beginning. What has been the hardest thing about being a mom? Just balancing stuff has been really difficult for me because it's like 1 week I'll be balancing stuff really well, and the next week it'll just like all come crashing down and I'll have such an unproductive week. And I just struggle with, hey, keeping an eye on her. And just keeping things like remembering what's important can be kind of difficult, which sounds silly, like, but sometimes you think that like, oh, there's so much to get done, but that task will be there. Your child is growing, so obviously you don't want to like push everything off, but just making sure you spend enough time with your kid and are just cherishing all the moments, because I feel like my postpartum depression was like so bad that I didn't get to enjoy the newborn stages as much as I would have liked to. Part of that comes from not having ideal circumstances, because I just was so stressed. The whole breastfeeding thing, all of it, it was a mess. And, oh, there's so much I'd do different. That video. What has been the most rewarding thing about being a mom? There's just all these little milestones, like random things that just like spark so much happiness, so much love that like I've never had so much love for one person before. It's crazy. And it's like a different kind of it's a different kind of love, like between a parent and their kid. What was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mom? Everything. What I thought being a parent was, partially from like babysitting and the well-behaved kids I babysat, or well-behaved babies that I babysat, like calm babies, and I didn't babysit like this age. And again, when you're the parent versus babysitting is way different. Like, I just thought I would be so obsessed with everything as she got older, but I just am such an ambitious person that I always am like wanting to get everything done, and that's like really hard. So I feel like I didn't think I would have that struggle, and I did. I just didn't, sometimes you just don't really know. What is the best memory you have involving your child? I don't know that I could like pinpoint one specific moment because, she is still pretty young. She is only almost 10 months. And so I guess like birth, because I don't know, we don't have like a ton of memories. There's like little things, all the little moments really. It's not like I have one favorite one. Like we've gone on a little vacation that was actually quite horrible because she was just so fussy the whole time. Traveling is really rough on a baby and parents, especially when you don't have both parents going. What was the most exciting milestone? She rolled over at a week old. That was pretty cool. But I'd say the fact that she's like standing now and like ready to walk. The crawling, it was a fight to get to that point. We didn't think she was actually going to end up crawling. I think her sitting up ended up being one of the like craziest things because it just happened all of a sudden. She was sitting up, and with like walking and stuff, that'll probably be a pretty cool one. But the problem is now she's mobile and getting into everything. What is the worst thing your child has ever done? She's a baby. She scratches, she pulls hair. That's probably about it. She yells. Nothing crazy. She hasn't like destroyed anything. She likes to try to stick her fingers in light sockets. Because right now we're like taking wallpaper down in the hallway, so we have the light cover off. So even if we plug the like thing, she can reach behind it. So she tries to stick her finger in there because she wants to see, and so we have to block it off. What habit do you wish your child didn't have? Scratching and hitting. She doesn't mean to. I think she just gets really excited and she'll like hit. Because I guess baby's depth perception, mine's off anyway, so I can understand, like, I think it's more of an accident, but then she'll keep doing it. So, I don't know. But just, like, she's not a very calm baby. She's very wild. I don't wish she didn't have that, though. I just wish she wouldn't, like, hurt us. Especially the scratching. And keeping her nails and all of it, like, down, it's not enough because she just gets a little violent. She also, like, pulls hair bad. What habit of theirs makes you proud? I think she's going to have some real good leadership skills. She seems to be very determined, quite ambitious, adventurous. She's got some bold personality traits. Strong personality. She's also just, like, really smart. I feel like she catches on to stuff really well. Not like she's, like, just somewhere smarter than every other baby, but I just feel like she's, like, smart. I don't know. Do you share any similarities with your child, both physically and personality? She's my twin. It doesn't look as much like it now, but if you look at my baby picture, she's, like, my spitting image. Hey. Personality, she's a stink pot like me. No, all the things I kind of use to describe her, I feel like, are pretty well to describe me. She seems to have quite a short temper. I guess that's a habit that I feel bad that she got. And that's definitely got to be from me. We can have a short temper. It just depends on what it's about. But I feel like mine's just worse, so. Yeah, that's definitely a quality she has of mine. I feel like her personality is very much so my personality. But our personalities are really similar, so I don't know. Where would you like your child to be in 10 years? In school, getting good grades. What is something that having a child has taught you? I could make a whole video on this. I feel like it's just completely reshaped my perspective on so much. Like, really realigned what matters. And I just constantly am learning new things from being a parent. And it's definitely gotten me outside of my comfort zone and gotten me to do things that I wouldn't. And just really broken my shy shell and helped with my anxiety. And I feel like it's really just changed me for the better. I guess that's not a specific thing that it taught me, but like I said, there's just a lot. Patience, though, is not one of them. I still don't have that. Did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age you became a mom? I don't know. I never really thought about it. I don't think I ever thought of a specific age. I always thought I was gonna be kind of like my mom. And I remember saying that I wanted to be, I said this in the video with my mom, but I wanted to be like a single mom with my daughter just like she was. But like, obviously, when I was little, I didn't understand how terrible that can be. Because it's just really hard to do things on your own like that. It's totally possible, but why would I? When I got you, the question was. I guess probably not, though. I don't think I thought I would be this age and having a kid. I just never really thought about it, though. Describe your child in a sentence. Mariana is a wild, happy child. And the last one is, have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? I think I kind of already answered this, but yeah, definitely. It's taught me so much. Bye! And I actually got this video idea from my friend, and I will link her channel somewhere, either below or over here. And she has a beautiful daughter named Magnolia, who is just a little bit younger than Mari, and I am very thankful for her because I just feel like every time I message her, she just makes me feel so much better about stuff. And she has some really good videos, and she's actually being able to post more now that she has some exciting things happening in her life. So why don't you check out her channel to figure it out. Thank you so much for watching.